It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from White Bay Beer, Sydney, Australia. And this is a can of their Rusted on Red IPA, coming in at 7.9% ABV in a 355ml can. It's a limited release can. I like the artwork on this one, looks very good. Type of can I'd pick up. Boosh, you know, you pick it up and crack on with it. They're based in New South Wales. It's a product of Australia, and they're an independent certified craft brewer, as they say here on the back of the can. I'm going to say a massive thank you to Mick, our fantastic Australian beer sender, for sending us another tube of beer. Mick sends a cardboard tube of cans every now and again, and it's just wonderful when a tube turns up, because you know you're going to get just a fantastic kind of incredibly high quality Australian craft beer, which otherwise you'd never be able to get our hands on. But that being said, let's get this can open into a glass, see what we get. It won't drink itself. A little bit of smoke on the can opening, a little bit of, here we are, a little bit of bubblicious coming out the top there. So we got a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Tight head on it. Nice tight bubbles sticking together there. Good levels of carbonation. You can see the carbonation there rolling up the side of the glass. Looks really good. It's a slightly hazy red Imperial Red Ale. It looks really good, like a dark kind of mahogany coloured red ale. See if we can get the rest of the can into this then, so we can experience all of this flavour. Some of these cans are can conditioned, and some of the sediment falls to the bottom of the can. There we go then. Okay, so cheers Mick. Let's get the aroma on this hazy looking red ale. Just, yeah, love the aroma of a red ale, love the taste of a red ale. One of my favourite styles, actually. I like the darker malts that they use in these beers. I like the combination of the slightly darker red malt that they use and that fantastic hop. The American, the Australian hops that they use, it just clashes, and it just gives a beautiful kind of jammy, tart, zesty, orangey aroma to the beer. It's so inviting. It's got my glands all salivating here in my mouth, and I'm just kind of desperate to get into this beer, but I want to give you a good description of it. A bit of grapefruit and pineapple. Right, that's enough of that. I'm going to get into this one. Cheers everybody. Oh. Superb. Stone the Crows. What a beer. Oh, licorice, bitterness, spiciness, pepperiness, more licorice, orange peel. It's like biting on the skin of orange peel, that real pithy kind of taste. Even more licorice, even more spice, even more bitterness. This is just hitting you with wave after wave after wave of, I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to kind of like throw in the tennis ball up, and I don't know whether to go over there with the tennis ball or over there, hit it straight down the middle. What I'm trying to say here is this style of beer, it's a bit old school. It's got that kind of rampaging bitterness. But what I've noticed about Australian craft beer, let me pick it up. Why am I standing here talking with my hands? Let me pick it up. It's that, what I've noticed about Australian craft beer is that they really don't mind the big IBU beers, the big bitter kind of chuck a load of hops in the boil, get that bitterness rampaging up. It seems to be something that sells really well in Australia. And I'm a massive fan of it. I've always been a massive fan of that kind of rasping, rampaging bitterness on a beer. It's a bit extreme. It always has been. It always will be. I think it's the reason why New England IPAs are so popular, is because this style of beer, the good old kind of West Coast styles or the Imperial Red Ales, they've got a rasping bitterness that... I'm trying to finish this, trying to grab the last words to end this conversation, this part of the beer review. It's coming, I promise you. Let's have another sip. It's an acquired taste. That's what I want. It's an acquired taste, and it seems like Australia has a lot of this kind of acquired Imperial Red Ale, Imperial West Coast IPA. It leans towards what the Australians want to taste in a beer. To the point where I really want to visit. I really want to go to Australia. Australia in the next 5 years is one of the countries I desperately want to go to try beer. It's right up there with, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Australia, I want to go to America. Those kind of 3 countries are the countries that I really, really want to go to. I've only ever been really to Europe. Just in Germany 2 days ago, drinking their terrific beer. But I really want to go and experience beer from Asia. Australia is in Asia, so I believe. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. But this is wonderful. Carbonation pushing the beer around the inside of the mouth. You've got a big level of sweetness from the malt over here. You've got a massive bitter licorice, toffee, orange peel, like biting orange peel over here finish. Loads of bitterness, loads of pepperiness, loads of spiciness. It's just wonderful. And it's got a really creamy, rich mouthfeel at the same time. It's a really, really good beer. Really, really good beer. Our red IPA is deep and red and brewed with English and Kiwi malts and shed loads of American hops to create a big red flavour bomb of a beer. Yeah, terrific. Rusted on red IPA, 7.9% ABV, 355 millilitre can. Let's give it a rating. I'm going to rate this beer, and I'm going to give it a massive, massive, massive. I love it. Love this beer. It's absolutely terrific. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Can't put a foot wrong with this one. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.